Evening, folks. Welcome. Tonight we're continuing Season 11, Round 5 of the Solo Crisis League. It's the last round, isn't it? We're finishing off Season 11 tonight. No, not tonight. We have one more video left after this. It's our second of 3 attempts at this round. First attempt. What a miserable ending. I was 8 power away from beating Necron. I got slowed down by quite a few crises within this set, but it was Frozen City at the end that took the biggest hit. That and Seven Deadly Sins Unleashed in the middle there. That took quite a bit to try and get through that because getting those different cards at different costs, it wasn't easy. It just wasn't easy. And Immortal Villain, it hit heavy, right? We ended up having to destroy a lot of really good cards right in the beginning of the game because in Dark Knight's Metal, which is our base set here, we lost a lot of valuable cards. So we're going to try and deal better today. Now we have 2 characters that can help us out. We've got Mr. Terrific and Alan Scott. Now this was a really easy choice to make because Alan Scott in particular is dangerous. He's downright deadly in Dark Knight's Metal. Each time you play a different superpower during your turn, reveal a top card of your deck. If the revealed card is cost 0, draw it. I get what they were going for. You're going for punches or vulnerabilities drawn, and you destroy your vulnerabilities. So whenever you play a superpower, Alan Scott might get you one of those punches back, because that's what the main deal is of crossover number 1. Unfortunately, we're playing Dark Knight's Metal, where we've got a bunch of 0-cost weaknesses, and playing multiple ones is really, really bad. So Alan Scott is not going to happen. I really don't want to end up with him when we get one of the two, whatever. If we have to deal with heroic sacrifice, Alan Scott would be the worst option to get. I do not want him. So no Alan Scott, because that's not even a you may. I think it says you have to. Yeah, it just says there's no you may. If you have to do that. That's dangerous in Dark Knight's Metal. So we're going Mr. Terrific. Pretty easy choice there. But his ability is also pretty helpful. Once during each of your turns, you may discard a punch. If you do, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1 equipment revealed this way, and put the rest back in any order. Now, some really good equipment like Dionysium used to destroy some cards, a few other metal cards to get some bonus points. So Mr. Terrific's going to be helpful. We do have Immortal Villain in play, which is beatable on the first turn if we're really lucky. If we get 5 punches in our first hand, and there's no villains in the lineup, we can beat it. But maybe we'll get there, maybe we won't. Let's see, Vandal Savage. He's gonna have to cause attacks from villains that leave the lineup. Or any card that leaves the lineup with an attack. I'm sorry, not just villains. Let's get started. Let's just get into this, because, man, that last one really destroyed me. And I just want to go do better tonight. I just want to do better. So we got Prometheum, Carter Hall's Journal, Baby Darkseid, Carter Hall, and Dr. Fate. Now, 2 villains, a hero I don't want, and 2 cards I would be interested in. So all in all, it could be worse. Man. 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, we're going to get a breakthrough. We're going to start filling up on breakthroughs. That's what we're going to do. New card coming out. Multiverse Map. I'm glad to see so many equipment so far for Mr. Terrific. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to buy both of these equipment because then we can use Mr. Terrific's ability almost right away. New card coming out. Citizen Steel. Let's see. Let's do it. Once during each of your turns, you may discard a punch. If you do, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw 1 equipment reveal this way and put the rest back in any order. So we'll draw Prometheum. Put the rest back. Okay. I'm going to play this vulnerability and use Breakout on it to get 2 power. 3, 4. Reveal this card. 5. Okay, I may put it on the bottom. I don't want to put that on the bottom. I guess I missed that yesterday. I could have used that a few times. We're at 5 power. I'd like to buy Citizen Steel, please. He's going to be helpful when we get to those villain stages. Defeating villain stages, I should say. All right. No, we're not going to use our power this turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4 power. Use that to get Carter Hall's journal. New card comes out. Oh, Wonder Woman is destroyed by Immortal Villain and replaced with Black Adam. New trailer today. Have not watched it. I'm actually going to avoid the trailer. I'm one of those people that really has a personal issue, a vendetta against modern trailer usage. Actually, classic trailer usage too, but just trailers revealing too much of the movie, so I'm just not going to watch it. His vulnerability doesn't go here. That's supposed to be a weakness. Let's see. Draw a card. Supervillains cost 1 less punch to defeat. Sorry, cost 1 less to defeat this turn for each punch you play or have played this turn. So it's not really going to do anything right now. We're going to discard a punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. Ooh, we have multiverse map, punch, punch. I guess we'll take multiverse map and we'll play it real quick. And 1 power, and yeah, we'll put that on the bottom of the deck. Buy per Degaton. Avoided 1 villain at least. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's get another breakthrough. We're going to have to start dealing with these villains soon. Ooh. Do I want to? You know, it's a good chance we'll get one, I guess. Nah, we won't with this turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and get Phantom Zone Projector. Another equipment in that deck. Another use for Mr. Terrific, hopefully. Really don't like that we lost Wonder Woman so fast. I do want to beat Immortal Villain so that we don't lose too many more cards. Let's try and use Mr. Terrific's ability real quick to look at these 3 cards. Any equipment? We got Carter Hall's journal. I'll take it. We'll do multiverse map. 1 power, and we'll put this guy at the bottom. We just don't need him. Actually, you know what? No. Leave him up there, because then we know it's not a villain or something coming out. So we'll leave him there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We could put this punch on top, but I won't. Instead, we'll use the 4 to buy Flash for defense ability. New card comes out. We know it's Dr. Fate, so we're just going to add it there. 2 Dr. Fates that I'm not interested in. Let's go ahead and draw a card. All right. 1, play a vulnerability. 2, 3 to destroy it. 4, 5, 6, goodbye Black Adam. Actually, instead of buy Black, let's buy Steel and a breakthrough. Maybe I should have done Black Adam, but I did want that breakthrough back because I want to say goodbye to the final vulnerability. And we keep having to buy other cards instead of more breakthroughs. Kind of just have the same one over and over again now. Card out. Phoenix Cannon. We got 2 draw cards, so we'll just draw 2 cards. Multiverse map here, looking at this card. 2, we'll leave that there. So we're at 2 power. Let's discard a punch to do our Mr. Terrific ability. None of them. That was a bad idea. 3, 4, 5. We'll get another breakthrough for that. Should not have done that. New card comes out. Mr. Terrific. Let's go ahead and draw a card. We can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Then we'll discard a punch to use Mr. Terrific's ability. And then, yeah, we'll take Multiverse Map back, leaving the rest here. Multiverse Map, look here. 1, and we're going to put that at the bottom of the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this gets 6, 7 power, which is enough to say goodbye to Carter Hall. Each foe gains a weakness and puts it into their hand. There's that. We have to play it. But we can't do anything with that just yet. But we've got a few breakthroughs now, right? I think we've got 2, maybe just 1. We'll try and get a few more because we're going to need them. But soon we get rid of these 2 other villains and we can end Immortal Villain. That's the plan. Quickly get rid of that. Card comes out. Citizen Steel draws a card. Let's see. Let's go with 2, 4, 5. Reveal this card. 6, 7. We're going to put that at the bottom. With 7, we'll get rid of Baby Darkseid and also get a breakthrough. Getting concerned about that weakness floating around. We're shooting to have another one soon, so. Oh, Mystic Bolt is destroyed by Immortal Villain. Gotta play the weakness, but we'll just follow that up with Breakthrough. Bam, 2 power. We'll discard a punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. None here, unfortunately. 4 power total. We'll use that to get another breakthrough back. Still have 1 more vulnerability floating around. No weaknesses anymore, thankfully. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Put a card on top of our deck. I'm going to discard a punch to do Mr. Terrific's ability, which means we have to get our deck ready because there's only 2 cards over there right now. We need 3 for it. 3. And yeah, multiverse map. Their order is fine. We'll play multiverse map. We're going to get 2 power and leave that there for sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, and this gets 2 more. 7, 8. That's enough to say goodbye to Black Adam. He has no attack. We have 2 power left over. Nothing to spend it on. Come on, no villain. We already know what it is, actually. Do we have 5 power here, though? Let's draw a card for Citizen Steel. Draw a card for the Flash. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the end of Immortal Villain. Okay. First crisis down. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? These are all face up. Whoops, I think I actually forgot to shuffle these up and put them out there. I bet you what's here? Yep, it's Crisis Necron. Yeah, we forgot to do that part entirely. We just put them all out there. So hold on. You can see me set it up real quick. So let me just pull up the info for this round. So unused villains are going to be Doomsday and Mongol, it looks like. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, this is for the Solo Crisis League. There are, set aside characters that we use and don't use at certain times. And those are our 2 unused villains for this attempt. So I just shuffle the rest up. And put it back. Now for our crises, there needs to be, well, we already took out Immortal Villain. It's supposed to be 12 more. So I'm just going to shuffle this up and get 12 more out here. I usually shuffle it good, and then what I'll do is just like 1, put this one on the bottom, 2, put this one on the bottom. I'll just keep doing this till there's enough. Having 12 means that there's always 2 left over, basically, of this set. In the middle here, I'll just shuffle it up again, see what we got. I like to keep it random. Yeah, let's go with this one and this one. And then these 2 will not be used. I'll set them aside for a future game. So there's 12 plus Immortal Villain. Immortal Villain's already defeated. This goes right out here. And we're good. Sorry about that. Where'd my whole hand go? I don't remember what happened. 1, 2, 3. What happened? How did I end up with these 3 cards? I discarded these cards here for 5 power. I don't know. I'm just gonna discard these and keep going my neck. I don't know what happened there. Whoops. New card comes out. Detective Chimp. Well, we only lost, what, 1 card? We lost 2 cards. Mystic Bolts and Wonder Woman. I do like both of those cards quite a bit, so it's kind of upsetting, but we'll be okay. Let's do this. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Let's get Mr. I don't need Mr. Terrific right now. We will soon, but not yet. We'll go for our Kendra Saunders, though. And we'll get Electra. No, maybe not. We have 8 power, right? Let's do Liberty Bell, Electrum, and Detective Chimp. That's a bunch of randomness in there. Defense, a card that manipulates your deck, and a new equipment for Mr. Terrific, a metal card for some other abilities. We should get one of those Mr. Terrific cards before we beat Vandal Savage, though, because we're going to have, more stuff floating around. Dangerous stuff. All right, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's get Kendra Saunders and a breakthrough. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be good on breakthroughs right now. Let's try and discard a punch from Mr. Terrific's ability. Get Multiverse Map, leave the rest here. Play Multiverse Map to look at this. 1 power, definitely leave that there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to get one of these Mr. Terrifics. New card comes out. We can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. I'm definitely leaning towards Multiverse Map. That's been a really good card for us so far. Let's do it. Go ahead and draw a card. Play it. 2 power. We'll leave that there. 4, 5. Look at these 3 cards. Don't discard any of these. Can't do anything with this vulnerability, but this gets some power for... What do we got? 6, 7 power total. Definitely get Ankh Portal. And move on. I think that's good. Alright, so we're good on the breakthroughs. I would like to get Girl Power for the defense. Mr. Terrific would be nice also. Oops. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Draw a card. Draw a card. Detective Chimp, look at the next 3 cards. Discard any number of them. I'm going to discard Prometheum. And we'll discard the punch and we'll discard all 3 of them. Then we're going to discard a punch to do Mr. Terrific's ability here. None of them, unfortunately. Still at 1 power. I can put Prometheum in my hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get Girl Power. Gotta have those defense cards when we start getting into the territory of defeating villains. Also, we need to get to 9 power here, right? Keep getting stuck at like 7. 2, 4. Before we go any further, let's actually discard a punch and try and do Mr. Terrific's ability. Yeah, we got Carter Hall's Journal. Let's do it. Play to put a card on top of our deck. Let's put Citizen Steel on top of our deck. He actually would have been really nice to defeat Vandal Savage this turn. 2, 4, 5, and 6. We'll get a Plastic Man and also a Flight. Ooh, Black Manta. Really, I have no punches in my hand the turn we play Citizen Steel. Multiverse Map, look here. We'll leave that there for 2 power. Then we'll draw a card. If you have 1 or fewer characters on your team, rescue a character. There we go. Now we got Batman. Batman is rescued. So again, we're at 2 power. 3, 4. Draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8. And this guy gets us to 9, which is enough to beat him. So let's do it. Let's say goodbye to Vandal Savage, which gets us 2 weaknesses. But we also rescue another character. Please be Superman. Cyborg. You know what? Cyborg's a great option, actually. I'm not upset about that in the slightest. Cyborg's a really good option. All right, so we have some breakthroughs floating around along with those 2 weaknesses. New character. I think we're on a good location right now. I'm really excited. My plan at this point is to not destroy any punches. Just keep using them for Mr. Terrific's ability as necessary, or other crossover 1 cards. We have 1 vulnerability left I'd like to get rid of. And we will. We'll get some breakthrough in there, or Mr. Terrific will suss him out. Something will happen. Let's get our hand ready. Please be a defense card here somewhere. No defense cards, unfortunately. Our new crisis is Shifting Loyalties. Each player discards 7 cost worth of cards into their discard pile of the player on their left. I believe for solo, we have to discard 3 random cards from the top of our deck, and it's over if they cost 7 or greater. Yep. Black Lantern Superman. Each player gains 2 weakness cards, each with a superpower, and their discard pile gains an additional weakness. Well, the good news is that we have no discard pile, so we can't get triggered on that part, but, still not great. New card comes out. Multiverse Map. Gets us 1 power, and we will leave that right on top of the deck. It's going to be useful. 2, 3. I can look here. I may destroy it. I will not. We will discard a punch, though, to try and do Mr. Terrific's ability. Yeah, we'll get Prometheum into my hand, sure. 4, 5. That's 6 with Cyborg. 7, 8. And that's 1, 2 card types I have only. So that's 8. We'll get rid of Black Mana, leaving us with 5 that we'll use to get Cyborg 1 million. Which is a good card. New card comes out. Now that we have no villains, let's try and beat Shifting Loyalties. So these 3 cards have to have a total cost of 7. That's 0, 5, 8. So that is it. Shifting Loyalties is over, thankfully. Oh, wrong button. Where are you? There you are. Boom. Shifting Loyalties is over. How to handle this? Let's go with Carter Hall to put a card on top of our deck. Thinking Cyborg 1 million. Let's do it. Then we're going to use Steel to draw a card. Then play Cyborg 1 million for 2, 4 power. And we're actually at 5, 6 because of Cyborg. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Grab Prometheum here. We'll play that. So again, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this gets +1 for all metal and equipment cards. So that's 13, 14, 15 power. I could buy Black Lantern Superman, but we're doing okay right now. Instead, I'm going to just spend it on some of the more expensive things I'm looking at, like Challenger Mountain, Mr. Terrific, Girl Power, and I'll get the free punch because we use it for our abilities. So that was a pretty good turn for clearing stuff out of the lineup, getting some stuff that we needed to make our deck stronger. New card comes out. Monument Point. When you play your first punch during each of your turns, draw a card. Okay. Weakness gets played, triggering Batman. Looking at this, we will not destroy it. We will draw a card, though, and then we'll play that on the weakness for 2 power. 3, 4, 5. We will discard a punch to trigger Mr. Terrific's ability. Get Phantom Zone Projector into our hands. So we're at 5, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get Monument Point. I like that card. New card comes out. Ugh. Okay. Fine. Fine. We're going to discard... Oh, this goes away. What am I talking about? We're going to discard a Punch to do Mr. Terrific's ability. Any equipment here? Not a 1. Not a single one. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goodbye, this. Leaving us with 5. We'll get this breakthrough from here in order to deal with any frozen city or whatever comes up later that it might be in the way of. Alright, I have to play this weakness, but that triggers Batman. I'll look here. I will not destroy it. I will draw a card, though, and I will play that. 2 power, destroying this. Let's draw another card. Look at the next 3 cards here. Discard any number of them. We're going to discard Cyborg 1,000,000, which sounds crazy, I know. There's a reason. We're at 3 power. We can then put this into our hand, which gives us a 4 power for being a metal card in the first place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We forgot to put a card out this turn. I don't want to buy anything. We've got a ton of power, nothing to buy, unfortunately. I'll buy 1 breakthrough, just so it's not a total waste, but I don't want a ton more. We're in a delicate place on the breakthrough balance, where you don't want to get too many. Alright, let's discard a Punch to try and do Mr. Terrific's ability. There's no equipment here, so these all stay, unfortunately. We're going to reveal this card. 2 power, definitely leave that there. 4, 5, 6. Prometheum is ours. And that's it. New card comes out. We're going to draw a card. Then we're going to draw a card. Then we're going to reveal the top card of our deck. I may destroy it. I will not. I will not, I say. Alright, so we're at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to discard this Punch. No, we'll keep it. 8, 9, 10, and he costs 1 less, but still not enough. We'll buy Forge of Worlds, leaving us with 3. And you know what? I will. I'll buy that breakthrough. I just want to be at a point that I have 1 breakthrough in every hand. That's like perfect for me in a Dark Knight's Metal game. Just 1, not a ton more, just 1. Have to play this weakness. Triggers Batman. Look here. Will not destroy that. We will destroy this, though, for 2 power. We'll put this out. Play this for 3, and I can draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want Element X. That's all I want out there, so that's that. Gotta play this weakness. Batman's up. We will not destroy that. Challenger Mountain hits the table, though. Put a card on top of our deck. I'm going to put this Electrum on top of my deck. This is going to be a great combo, I think. We're going to discard a Punch to do Mr. Terrific's ability. We'll put that Electrum into our hand. We'll play it to get a hero, villain, or metal card into our hand. Maybe we'll get Cyborg 1,000,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be what? 1, 2. Yeah, we'll go for Cyborg 1 million. So we're at, right now, power-wise, I don't know where we are. I think we're at 0, actually. Yeah, I think we're at 0. Now we'll get to, actually, no, this is a metal card, so that's 1 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. And Challenger Mountain actually gets triggered. 7, 8, and we do control 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, so that's 9, 10. Vulnerability can't do anything with that, but we'll buy Element X. Yeah, definitely get Element X. Element X is great. It's a 5 power card. It's an equipment for Mr. Terrific, so we can kind of get it multiple times as often as we can kind of control it. It's going to help. New card coming out. Let's start with Mr. Terrific looking here. I will not destroy that. Actually, let's use Detective Chimp. I should have done that first. Look at these 3 cards. I'm not going to discard any of these. In fact, we will discard a punch, though, to trigger Cyborg's ability. And we'll get Element X into our hand. And we're at 3 power. Oh, I can put the rest back in any order. That's right. Their order is fine. It's 3, 8, 9 power. Challenger Mountain draws a card. 10, 11, 12, 13. We have enough to get the 14, 15, 16, 17. Goodbye, Black Lantern Superman, leaving us a 4 power. We'll use that to get Dr. Midnight. We'll get 2 weaknesses at the same time here. And we rescue another character. And we're rescuing Hal Jordan. The second time you gain a card from the line after each of your turns, you may destroy a starter you control. I'm not looking to destroy any starters. Hal Jordan just became our sacrificial character. I'm going to put him upside down just to note, like, I'm not interested in him, but we own him. I guess, actually, I am interested in him until we have that vulnerability. Once we get rid of that vulnerability, he can go away. Why am I shuffling this? I shouldn't be shuffling. I'm just distracted talking to you. No reason to shuffle that. I got a defense card in hand, though, so that's good. I guess the shuffle was worth it, maybe. Illegal a little bit, but an accident. A random player places a random unused supervillain in front of him. Resolve its attack against each player. At the start of each of your turns, that first appearance attack is going to trigger. Defeat that player's supervillain. It is Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of their deck. We'll use the Flash. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards. Not great. Guess we'll discard Breakthrough, Citizen Steel, and one of the Prometheums. Not great. Okay, new villain here. Black Hand. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck and then discards a number of cards equal to its VP value. All right, it is this card, and it's discarding 1 card. We'll discard the other Prometheum. Not much else I can do. Do Carter Hall's Journal. I can put a card on top of my deck. We're going to put a weakness on top of my deck, follow it up with Mr. Terrific to destroy said weakness. And then we're going to discard a punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. Get Phantom Zone Projector into our hand. So we're at 2, 4 power total. We'll buy Detective Chimp. Move on to next turn. Where Doomsday is going to strike again. We have no defense, so each player destroys the top 2 cards of their deck, and we're losing vulnerability and flight, so could be worse, could be better. Now Hal Jordan's officially a pariah. I no longer have interest in him. Weakness is out, triggers Batman, looks here, will not destroy it. We will get Forge of Worlds down, so we're at 2 power. 4 power when we destroy that weakness. Draw a card. That triggers Challenger Mountain to draw another card. Gets 5 power when Cyborg's counted in. Play a punch to get the 6 power, triggers Monument Point to draw another card. 7, 8, 9 power, 10 power. 11, 12, Goodbye Doomsday, which ends Corrupted Companion. So Corrupted Companion is over. And we haven't even counted Steel yet. Steel gets what? Just one more power. Not enough, nothing I can do with that, but I was hoping to get Dionysium, but you know what? I'm happy to just beat the Crisis and move on. Could be worse, right? New card coming out. 3 power. 4/5 of Forge of Worlds. Let's go ahead and put a hero, villain, or metal card in my hand. Ooh, Element X, yes. All right, so we are at, again, 3, 4, 5, 6 for being a metal card. Another 6 gets us to 12 power because of Cyborg here. So 12 power is enough to say goodbye to Black Hand. Leaves us with 1 power. We'll get another character rescued. And it's going to be Kendra Saunders. 2 more villains or heroes plus 2 power. So that's 1 power we have still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, Monument Point draws a card. 8 power, we'll leave that right on top. 9, 10, we'll buy Dionysium and Search the Depth. That's 7 of 10, we'll buy a Breakthrough for the rest. Because we have some weaknesses building up now. Make sure. We have other cards too. We should have, like, my goal is to have 1 out of every 5 cards in my deck be a breakthrough so that I have 1 in every hand. That's my personal goal when I play Dark Knight's Metal. At least for a while. Once you have enough villains, or once you have enough characters. Actually, I've got the Sacrificial Hal Jordan, for example. But we're in a Crisis game, and it's more than just losing characters. It's also about losing turns. Because when that happens, your turn ends, and the clock keeps ticking of the main deck. So I do this system where I just try never to get captured. Not just for the characters, but for the game timer. Good news is that we don't have a discard pile, so if this is Heroic Sacrifice, we will at least be able to keep our deck. Hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 4 superpowers. Gotta buy Brutal Chase because I don't want it, and it's perfect for this. Mr. Freeze! Each foe may only play the top 4 cards. May only play 4 cards from their hand during each of their turns. That's not a lot. It's certainly not a lot. Alright, well, let's try and make some things work. Well, first off, a new card has to come out. We're going to discard a punch to trigger Mr. Terrific. None of these work that way, so they're just gone. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5 is all I get. It's really all I get. We're going to buy Brutal Chase. I guess we had 6, 7 of Forge of Worlds, so that's enough to get Brutal Chase and Steel. So that's good news. New card comes out. All right, gotta play Weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here. We'll play Breakthrough to destroy it. It's 2 power. And I played 2 cards. 3, 4, Forge of Worlds. 5, 6, 7. By Power Channeling. 8, 9. I don't want to destroy this. I already tried a Batman, so. Alright, so we have 2 superpowers over here right now. We need 4 of them. Four superpowers, huh? Well, we gotta play this weakness. Triggers Batman. Looks here. We will not destroy it. Still at 2 power. 7 power. 8 power with Cyborg. Triggers Challenger Mountain to draw a card. Do multiverse map, sure. Look here. 9 power, I can stay there. It's a superpower. 10, 11, 12. I can destroy a card. Nothing there I want to destroy. I want to destroy this weakness. I'll buy Plastic Man. And I'll buy 1 more breakthrough. Because there was no breakthrough in that hand when I had a weakness. So there's not enough then, right? X-Ray Vision. I'm going to play Ankh Portal for 3 power. 4-5 of Forge of Worlds. 6-7, look here. I will not destroy that. 8, 9, 10, draw a card. 11 triggers Monument Point to draw another card. I mean, we'll buy X-Ray Vision, and we'll move on to next turn. I think that is technically enough superpowers in the discard pile. I'd like to try and get some other options, though. So before the end of this deck, we will end this, hopefully, but not this turn. Weakness is out. Triggers Batman, looks here. Will not destroy it. Breakthrough's out. 2 power. 3, 4, look at the bottom card of your deck. You may put on top of your deck or discard it. Put on top of our deck, sure. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may discard any number of them, put the rest back in any order. We'll discard this punch. We'll buy Hal Jordan, sure. And this is the turn we have to defeat this. Ah, we got Robin. Of course we got Robin. Well, we'll start Detective Chimp looking here. We will discard Girl Power, leave Detective Chimp there. We're at 3 power because of Forge of Worlds. That's the end of Rabid Robin. So we have 1 power. And since there are no villains out there, we can beat this. So let's just get out all our superpowers. We have to choose 4 to get rid of. I mean, Brutal Chase has to be destroyed easily. I think we keep these 2 and destroy the rest of these. So these 4 get destroyed, ending... Sorry, wrong button, but that ends Hunting Down the Lanterns. We're still at 3. We're at 1 power. That's right, we're at 1 power. We use Electrum, which gets us the 2 power with Cyborg. We put a card into our hand. You probably know which one I'm going for. But I could go for Dionysium. Let's see, how high could I get this? That's 1, 2... Well, we'll try it. That gets us to 8 power. Oh, wait, did I have a weakness this turn? No, I didn't. Okay. 1, 2, 7, 8 power. 9, 10. Goodbye, Mr. Freeze, which gets us 2 more weaknesses. And a new rescued hero. All right, we got ourselves another Mr. Terrific. All right, so that's 10 power. Draw a card. 11. 12 triggers Monument Point to draw another card. And with the other stuff, we trigger this to get to 13, 14. Let's do it. Mr. Terrific. You may gain a weakness and put it into your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Play the weakness, triggers Batman. Will not destroy that. Boom. 15, 16. Plus 3. 17, 18, 19. Draw a card. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 power. That's a lot of power. We're going to buy both of these, and we'll buy 2 more breakthroughs. Idea being that we could use Mr. Terrific's ability pretty often if we have, we'll buy a 3rd breakthrough. We can afford it. Just to try and get Mr. Terrific's ability going regularly. That's my plan here. All right, new crisis. Missing heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. To beat, your team must collectively destroy 4 equipment. Well, we've got a lot of equipment, so we should be okay here. Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest attack cards in the destroy pile and line up against themselves. So the 2 highest cost. We've got a 6, a 3, a 7. So now it's the 7 and the 6. I doubt there's one higher than those 2. There's not. So these are the 2. So do I have any defenses in my hand? I don't. Each foe gains a weakness and puts it into their hand. That's unfortunate. And Black Adam oh, he's a defense. He's not an attack. Black Adam is a defense. So it's actually going to be Black Manta, Baby Darkseid. That's it. One of those 2. Each foe puts a weakness in their discard pile on top of their deck. Each foe discards a card in their hand with cost 1 or more. Put a weakness from our discard pile on top of our deck. Oh, there's not one there. So, yeah, that attack just kind of fizzles out. Perfect. All right, comes to our turn. A card comes out. Play a weakness, triggers Batman. And look at this. We will not destroy it. Playing the second one. It triggers Batman again, but we're not going to do that. We're going to give up Hal Jordan. We have no intent on rescuing him. This goes back. 1 gets removed, and that's just the end of our turn. It's not perfect, but we're alive. New card comes out. Gotta play this weakness. Triggers Batman again. We will not destroy that. We'll play this punch, though, to draw a card. Mr. Terrific, look at this. We'll not destroy it. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to discard this punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. None of them count. Well, 6, 7 allows us to draw a card at least. 8 power of Cyborg. We're going to use this to just gain black mana, which gets rid of them. And then 9, 10. I don't think we have enough card types. Oh, we do have enough card types of this. So yeah, we can buy this. So we're at 8 power now. Do we have 4 equipment we're ready to get rid of? I don't think it's about ready to get rid of at this point. I think it's just about equipment that we can get rid of, which is plenty. I don't want to get Element X out of here. I want to keep at least 1 multiverse map. Carter Hall's journal is also really useful. T-Spheres and Phoenix Cannon, not so much. We probably don't need 2 Promethium, so that's 3. Keep Electrum, that's really useful. One of these has to go. We're going to get rid of the Promethium, but Promethium's worth 3 power with Cyborg. That's a lot. Yeah, we've got 1 multiverse map, so we'll be okay. There's our 4 destroyed. That ends Missing Heroes. We only had 8 power anyway, so that's not going to end anything. Just keep going. I will buy 1 more breakthrough. All right. Can take on Graves real soon, I think. The Hourglass. We're going to discard a punch to trigger Mr. Terrific's ability. None of those, but I can put them back in any order, right? We're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness into our hand to draw 2 cards. We gotta play that weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here, will not destroy it. We use Breakthrough on it, though, for 2 power. 3 power, mounting a point is triggered. Reveal these. 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That's 6 power. Wait, we're at 2 power Breakthrough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with Forge of Worlds. 9, 10, 11 power. 12, 13. Will not destroy that. That's 2 heroes. That's 14, 15. 16, 17. Goodbye, Graves. Leaves us with 7. We're going to go ahead and buy Hourglass and buy Breakthrough because we're about to get 2 more weaknesses. And rescue a new hero. And I don't want Hal Jordan. I want the other option, which is Aquaman. He wants 2 or more superpowers. I don't know what we have because we've had to give up a bunch of them. Now, we have a lot of cards over here. This would be a really bad time for Heroic Sacrifice to hit. Because we'd have a hand of 7 cards, and 2 of them would be weaknesses, so please don't be Heroic Sacrifice. Okay, Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 4 heroes. We might be able to do that right this turn if we don't get a villain. Trigon. Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the main deck. Gain a card with the lowest cost you destroyed this way. All right, we're going to gain Scythe. Discard all cards from your hand with cost greater than that card. Okay, so nothing here has a cost greater than 3, so we're actually okay to keep everything. There's that. New card comes out. It is a villain. All right, weakness goes, which triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. Second weakness happens, though, and that ends our turn. We've got a villain now. That's interesting. Didn't see that coming. Oh, when a villain enters the lineup, we gain a weakness also, so that's another weakness gained. On top of everything. Really wish we had Superman. New card comes out. All right, first off, this weakness triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. We're at 2 worlds of Forge of Worlds. 2 power of Forge of Worlds. Let's try this out. Look here. 3, 4. We'll put that at the bottom of our deck. We'll get rid of Rabid Robin, leaving us with 2 power. I'm gaining weakness, unfortunately. 3, 4. Look here. We'll discard none of those. 5, 6. 7, 8. Well, we'll buy Oblivion Bar and we'll get another Breakthrough. And that'll be our turn. We need to destroy what? 4 heroes? I got 1 over here. I got 1 of our 4 heroes. I'll just try and keep heroes on top. Try and keep it under control. Oh, wait, hold on. Go back. I forgot we had those Dr. Fates. So instead of this 8 here, we're going to buy both Dr. Fates. And now we have 3 heroes over here. That's perfect. Perfect. That's much better. Didn't see them hiding over there. All right, we're going to have to play this weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here, no destruction. Destroy that, though, for 2 power. 4 power of Forge of Worlds. We're going to discard a punch to try and do Mr. Terrific's ability. Ooh, that's a lot of heroes. Put this on top, this and that. Okay, so that's 4 power. Five, 6, play another card of cost 6 or less you play this turn. At the end of your turn, put that card into your hand. That's going to be this breakthrough. With our 6, we'll buy Oblivion Bar. And we'll move on. Alright, new card comes out. Alright, next turn should be a definite destroy Manhunter Invasion card turn. Draw a card. Let's go ahead and draw another card. Play a punch, triggering Monument Point to draw another card. Detective Chimp looks at the next 3 cards. We'll discard the 2 punches, leave element X. Then we'll discard a punch from Mr. Terrific's ability to look at the next 3 cards. We'll get element X into our hand, and we can put the rest back in any order, their current order. We'll switch that around, actually. All right, so we're at 2, 4 power. 5, 6 because of Kendra Saunders. Six more power gets us to 12. 13, 14, I know it's there. I don't want to destroy it. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20, 21, 22, 23. And we do control enough to say 24, 25. That's a ton of power. If I can get rid of Manhunter Invasion, I need to destroy, what, 4 heroes? Oh, wait, I don't have to play everything from my hand. I could have kept one. Yeah, we'll destroy a Plastic Man. We don't have to play him. Brings us down to 21 power. But that's okay. We'll just destroy these 4 heroes. I always forget it's hand and discard pile, not just discard pile. So destroy these 4. That's 21 power. Goodbye here. Bring this down, leaving us with 8 power left, which we'll use to buy Electrum and a breakthrough, because we're about to get 2 weaknesses and a new hero. We already know who it is. It's our sacrificial Green Lantern Hal Jordan. If we get hit with a heroic sacrifice, it's not the worst thing, but I mean, we would have lost a lot of really good cards. Hopefully not. 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed. Put the top 4 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 superpowers. When a superpower enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Boom. Boom. Your team must collectively destroy 7 cards with different costs in their discard piles. We might be able to do that right away. Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. Otherwise, we're just going to defend with Liberty Bell. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards and put up the 2 cards from your hand on top of your deck. 2 cards on top, huh? Detective Chimp there. And I guess I'll put Plastic Man. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Well, a new card comes out for the turn. Let's see if we can actually beat this before we actually play our hand. So we got 3s and 0s. Lots of 3s and 0s and 5s. A 10. A 2. A 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards of different costs. We have nothing of cost 6. Obviously nothing of cost 8. Alright, let's see what we can do about this. First off, we draw a card for Steel and get 1 power because of Cyborg. Also triggers Challenger Mountain and draw another card. Steel draws another card for 2 power of Cyborg, draw another card. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Batman to look here. Not going to destroy that. There's a 6 cost card there, though. Boom, 3-4. We're going to use this triggering Monument Point to draw a card. 5, 6, 7. 8, look at the top 3 cards, discard any number of them. I should have done that already with, whatchamacallit, Ankh Portal. Or I'm sorry, with power channeling, I mean. We'll discard none of them. We're at 8 power, though, right? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we haven't counted their real power yet. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Reveal the top 2 cards of the deck, plus power equal to their combined VP. 16, 17, 18. That's a lot of power. Well, we're going to buy 8th Metal Sunblade. Oh, we haven't counted these yet, so that's actually, what, 9. And they just count each other, so that's 10 power. So that's 20. I'm sorry, 19, 20 power. We bought this for 8, bringing us down to 12. Get Warcry, bring us down to 8. We'll do Ankh Portal, bring us down to 3. And we're going to buy one more Breakthrough because there's a lot of weaknesses in here I just saw. And that's going to be our turn. We're going to sort this all out in the hopes that this next turn we can end this crisis. We're going to try. New card comes out. We have to play this weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here, we will not destroy that. We'll use Breakthrough on it, though, for 2 power. Let's discard a punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. No equipment here, so they all just kind of stay. So we're at 4 power because of Forge of Worlds. 5, 6, 7, that draws a card. We'll use Hal Jordan to gain this. Eight, 9 power we'll use to buy Cyborg 1 million, and again, one more Breakthrough. That ends our turn. Oh, we have to end it this turn, basically. Superpower's out, that's another weakness gained. All right, so we've got 0. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different. We do have. Oh, we only need 8 though. We only need 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we need 7. So we have to destroy one of these 2, unfortunately. We're going to destroy a 0. In the 2s here. I don't think we need both Detective Chimps. No, we don't need Aquaman. So that's 1, 2. In the 3s. We're going to destroy a Breakthrough because I don't want to destroy a Breakthrough. We're going to destroy. I guess we'll destroy Plastic Man. I don't like it, but there he goes. And 4s. That's pretty easy to destroy Hal Jordan. And 5s. We'll drop an Ankh Portal. We don't need both of them. 6 is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Hold on. Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3. Where's our 3s? Oh, there's supposed to be a Breakthrough in it. That was. No, there wasn't. What did we decide for 3? Oh, Plastic Man. I just put him up there for some reason. So confused. All right. Let's see. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to destroy one of these cards, and I don't want to. So let's look at them. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, put one of each type into your hand, and discard the rest. Or basically 6 power. We're going to go with 8th Metal Sunblade. We keep Destroy Element Woman. Element X, I mean. Ugh. What an awful turn of events. Awful, I say. That is the end of 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed, though. That is that. Now it's us and Hector Hammond. We can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. I'll put a weakness there, because we're going to follow that up with Mr. Terrific, and we're going to destroy said weakness. So we're at 2 power. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into your hand. And I could do 8th Metal Sunblade. I could do Dionysium. I'm going to do Dionysium. Yeah, because we have a lot of clearing out to do. We play that to destroy another weakness. Goodbye. There's a lot of them. We're at a total right now of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's start that over, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 with Forge of Worlds here. We're going to buy Escape for the defense. We're going to get rid of Hector Hammond, which is going to get us 2 more weaknesses. I'm worried about those weaknesses because there's a lot of them in there since our last shuffle. I'm also going to rescue a new character, maybe something useful. Please be Superman. It's Plastic Man. I swear, for whatever reason, Superman seems incredibly rare. Incredibly rare. He just never seems to be an option for me. We're going to shuffle real good because there are so many weaknesses in here. We've tried to get a lot of breakthrough cards. You know, I've gone on and on about how I try to make it 1 in 5 cards in a Dark Knight's Metal game. You know, have 1 in every single hand we play. I don't know if we're going to get there because there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of filler in this deck on purpose for some crises, and also because we've got a lot of good cards in here. There's not a lot of junk. A lot of this is useful. I don't know. What do we got? We have no defense card, but no crisis either. No weakness either, I mean. That's pretty good. Reshaping our world. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share a cost of another card in your hand. And then to beat this one, I believe it's discard the top 3 cards of our deck or reveal them or something. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. That's pretty rough, though, with all those punches and weaknesses in there. Having 2 of those at any given time is not great. Black Adam. Each player destroys cards in their hand until they have only 1 card of each cost. Well, we can't defend, but that does destroy 2 punches. Which is bittersweet. I've kind of been keeping all 7 of them for fun. Keep crossover 1 interesting. But, you know, maybe going down to 5 wouldn't hurt me. New card comes out. At the beginning of our turn, we have to discard all cards that share a cost of another card in our hand. None of these share a cost, so we're good. So we're actually going to try and beat this right away, I think. 1, 2, 3 cards that they have different costs. We got a 5, a 0, and a 0, unfortunately. So they stay there. 8th Metal Sunblade. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. I should have done this first. Put 1 card of each type into your hand and discard the rest. Discard this. We're going to put Oblivion Bar down. We're going to discard a punch to do Mr. Terrific's ability. We got Dionysium here. Perfect. Wait, was there a different order I want to put these in? No, they're good. We're going to use Dionysium right away to destroy this weakness over here. And we're at, right now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power. 17, 18 power. 19, 20, 21 power. That's a ton of power. We can buy both of these, and we'll buy one more breakthrough card. We'll buy 2 more breakthrough cards, because that'll be 15 power out of our 21. New card comes out. All right, we have to play this weakness, which triggers Batman. And look here, we will not destroy that. We'll use Detective Chimp to look at the next 3 cards. Discard any. Okay, we'll discard Phantom Zone Projector because we're going to try now to beat Reshaping Our World. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3 cards. Please all have a different cost. We've got a 2, a 3, a 5. That's the end of Reshaping Our World. Oh, do we actually do the beginning of the turn stuff? We have to actually discard these 2 3-cost cards. We don't have those. So we're at 1, 2, 3 power. 4, 5, 6. We'll use that to buy Kendra Saunders and move on. All right, we should be about Black Adam very soon. Let's use Punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. We'll get Electrum into our hand. Leave the rest here as is. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into our hand. Thinking Dionysium. Or 8th Metal Sunblade is also really nice. So basically I could say goodbye to a weakness, which is good because we're probably about to beat Black Adam. Or 8th Metal Sunblade to really just expand our options. Let's do 8th Metal Sunblade. Play it, reveal these 4 cards. 1 card of each type into our hand. Breakthrough doesn't have a type, unfortunately. We'll discard Citizen Steel. Keep the Flash. Draw a card here. Actually, no. Keep Citizen Steel. Drop the Flash. Still draw a card. Where are we power-wise? We're at 1, 2. 3 for being a metal card. 4 for being a metal card. We're going to say this is a superpower with Mr. Fantastic. Or sorry, with Plastic Man. 5, 6. Look at this. 7. We have our 2 superpowers now. That's 8. 9, 10 with Kendra Saunders here. 11, draw a card from Monument Point. Draw another card. 12, 13, look here. I will destroy that. Play this to look at this card. 14, that can stay on top. That's the end of Black Adam, leaving us with 1 power, gaining 2 weaknesses. And rescuing a hero, Wonder Woman. You control 2 or more equipment and or superpowers, draw 2 cards, and you may discard 2 cards. Yeah, we'll draw those 2. Discard these 2. Play this, which plays Batman. Nope. Destroy it with this. Boom. So that's 1, 2, 3 power. Steel here gets us, though, to 4, 5, 6 power, which we'll use to buy Hyper Time, and we'll move on. We will move on. That was pretty good. We destroyed a weakness, gained 2. Not bad. Not bad. Where are we at weakness-wise? We have 1 over here, 2, 3. 3 weaknesses I can live with. I think I can control that. I don't know what's over in this part of the deck, though, so we're not really in the clear yet, but this would be a terrible time for Heroic Sacrifice. All right. Put the top 3 cards in the main deck in the lineup. I'm going to do 4 cards. 3 for the Crisis, 1 for the turn. I need that Dionysium. 2 of them going around. Perfect. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Destroy all cards in the lineup with the revealed card's type and replace them. To beat, each player needs to discard a random card. Remove this Crisis if none of them match a card type in the lineup. All right. Hellspawn. Each player discards the 2 cards with the highest cost in hand. That'd be these 2 4-cost cards, unfortunately. Discards them, not destroys them. All right, so first off, we have to reveal this. It's well, this has no card type, so we're fine. And we're gonna play this to put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Where are you? Dionysium. Perfect. Play that to destroy one of the weaknesses. And that brings us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power, which we use to buy another Dionysium, leaving us with 2 power. We're going to discard a random card. Or, yeah, just, well, nah. Yeah, we'll discard a random card. Either one, it doesn't matter. One has no type and one is a starter. So again, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does trigger one woman, so I could have done that. I don't need to because we're going to discard this breakthrough, which beats draining the emotional spectrum. We're going to play this for 7, triggering Monument Point to draw a card. 8, 9. Yeah, Anti-Monitor Antenna, perfect, and X-Ray Vision, also perfect. Great cards. Okay. New card comes out. Gotta play this weakness, triggers Batman. We will destroy that weakness. I love it when that happens. When that happens, it's always a good thing. We're at 2 power. We gotta draw a card. Just a single card. Three power. Let's look at these 3 cards. We'll leave all of them there. In their order, we'll switch just those 2. It is 2 heroes, and that's actually a metal card, so we draw a card. I forgot about that. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 for being a metal card. 5, 6, destroying this weakness. No captured hero there. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, Monument Point draws a card. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Goodbye to this. Leaving us with 5 power. Getting us another character. Dr. Fate. 2 more weaknesses. 6, 7 power. We're going to buy this and another breakthrough. And that'll be that. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more heroes and or equipment, put up to 3 cards of cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. It's going to work great for destroying weaknesses and getting punches from Mr. Terrific's ability. All right, we have a defense and escape, but we also have Oblivion Bar. I think I forgot about that last turn. New Crisis. Demonic Summoning. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. All cards of cost 6. There's one. This one might be hard. I don't know. There's another. There's another. One more. All right. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you've destroyed a card of cost 0, discard your hand. Your team must collectively destroy 3 cards that cost 6 in their discard pile. Okay. New villain. Hell, each player puts a non-kick superpower into the. Sorry, we're just going to defensive escape. Discard this to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Ooh. I'll discard. We'll go ahead and discard this card. You know what? Hold on. We defended with Liberty Bell, and it's too late now. We're going to discard 1 weakness, and we'll discard Liberty Bell. I would have been much better off if I defended with Liberty Bell. It's against my point I want to make, but oh well. So at the start of our turn, we have to destroy a card in our hand. If we destroy a weakness, that ends our turn. Let's just destroy the weakness for now. That's okay. New card comes out. We forgot to do one last turn anyway. There we go. Still have 2 power. Anything I want to do with that 2 power? No. All right, we have to destroy something in our hand. I guess we'll destroy the flash for now. Since we have Oblivion Bar, it's a little less mandatory. We have enough 6-cost cards over here. We don't have a single one. We have to buy them right now. All right, well, let's get on it. Detective Chimp, look at the next 3 cards. We'll discard these 2. Leave this one on top. 1 triggers Monument Point to draw a card. We'll put this down. So we're at 1/2 power. We're going to discard a punch from Mr. Terrific's ability. Get Hourglass into our hand, sure. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Sure, we'll discard this. Draw a card. Draw a card. 6, 7. Let me just double check my math. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 heroes. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to use that to get rid of both villains. All right, gotta destroy something in our hand. We'll destroy Batmanium. Draw a card for Steel. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Don't love my options. I think Cyborg 1 million is the best one we got. Okay, so right now we're going to save Steel for the end, but he's got 1 point right now from Cyborg, 2 points of Electrum, 4 points of Forge of Worlds. Oh, we could have used Dr. Fate. Oh no, I still can. We can put up the 3 cards that cost 0 into our hand. We'll get a punch, and one of those weaknesses. Boom. Play the weakness, which triggers Batman will look here. We will not destroy that. Destroy a breakthrough, though. Boom. So we're still at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. 7 power triggers Monument Point. Play that. Look at these 4 cards. We'll each type into our hand, discard the rest. All right, we can play Dionysium, destroying another weakness over here. Where are we power-wise? It's got to be pretty high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18. 22, and each player draws a card. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 power. We're going to discard a punch to do Mr. Terrific's power. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand and 1 power, so that's 28. $29 for Cyborg, drawing a card. 30, 31, draw a card. Reveal the top card here. 32, 33. 34 power. I can put a card on top of my deck. 34 is a lot of power, okay? I know, I'll put X-Ray Vision on top of my deck. It sounds interesting. So 34 is a bunch. We'll get rid of this, bring us down to 32, getting us a weakness. 32 is enough to buy you, bringing us down to 32 minus 6 would be 26. Yeah, 26, 20, 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6 would be, wow, I can't think today. 8. With that, we'll buy 1 breakthrough, leaving us with 5. And we will buy Mecha Construct. And then I think we have all the 6-cost cards we need right here. Yeah, I think there's 4 right there on top. I don't think there's another one here. So with that, we have to destroy 3 of these. It's easy for me to say goodbye to Dream. Yeah, we'll destroy T-Spheres. It's a little too risky of the size of the deck we have right now. Yeah, we'll destroy Power Channeling, keep Mystic Bolts, but that ends Demonic Summoning. That was a ton of power. Ton of power, but we got through it. Oh, we didn't tally up steel at the end of that. So we were at, I think, 2 power left over. And then they each get +1 for each metal and equipment card. So we'll count 1, we'll just say we're at 0, just to make it easy. 1, 2, and then 2 more for each metal and equipment. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's enough to beat Hell, leaving us with 6 power. That's wonderful. With our 6 power, we're going to get 2 breakthroughs to deal with the 2 weaknesses we just gained. And a new character, and please be Superman. It's finally Superman. I finally get Superman. Okay. Okay. That's doable. So now it requires 3 weakness cards for your character to become captured. Each time you play a weakness, +1 power. Okay, we have a defense in our hand with the Flash. We also have Oblivion Bar at our disposal, so we're doing pretty good. Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain in front of you, or in the lineup, or whatever. There it is. Resolve its attack. Sorry. I should actually read it. I just know what it says mostly. Place an unused supervillain into the lineup and resolve its first appearance attack. That supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of a player's card. Remove this crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. So we just have to beat Mongol. Its first appearance attack reads, each player destroys 1 location of each different cost they control. If you have none or you avoid this attack, gain a weakness card. Gain 2 weakness cards. We're going to defend with the Flash. Discard to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards. Ooh. We don't need 3 breakthroughs. I think 2 will do. And we'll drop X-ray vision. Yeah. We have to gain 2 weaknesses. Then, our new villain is Amazo. Amazo costs 3 more to defeat for each hero in the lineup. Each player puts a hero from their hand or 2 from their discard pile into the lineup. I've only got 1 in my discard pile. We'll just put him up there. Alright. Here we go. Let's start. Let's go with Prometheum, getting 1, 2, 3 power from Cyborg. 5, 6, 7 power, and we can destroy one of those weaknesses. 8, put 2 cards with different costs into my hand. Play this weakness, triggers Batman. I will not actually, we will destroy this. I don't need it. And then 9, 10, when I destroy that, I don't think we counted Forge of Worlds yet, so that's 11, 12. It's 2 equipment, so that's going to trigger Wonder Woman for us to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I think we'll just discard the 2 we just drew, honestly. And we'll play X-ray vision. Draw a card. 13, 14. That's the end of Mongol and the end of Supervillains United. Sorry about that, wrong button. We have 2 power left over, nothing to really spend it on. I do have a bunch of stuff going on that I can't really keep track of all of. Like all these heroes, like I definitely forgot Kendra Saunders or Aquaman. I always forget about Plastic Man. There's just too much. Too much. Alright, so Amazo out there. Let's use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness, or gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. We have to play the weakness, which triggers Batman. We will destroy that weakness. Use one of our breakthroughs on this one. That was great. Not only did we get to get... Hey, for Rabbit Robin, does the effect gain a weakness when you gain this card apply for each time you control the card in your hand from your deck? Let me see that. For Rabbit Robin, does the effect gain a weakness when you gain this card apply to each time you control a card in your hand from your deck? Let me see what you mean by that. Let me see I know I just had a Rabbit Robin recently. No, this only applies when you gain the card. And gaining a card only happens when you buy it from the lineup. If you gain it from the main deck, if the effect of some other player's card puts it into your hand or your discard pile or whatever, when you gain it. It's not gaining a card when you shuffle your deck or something like that, so it wouldn't apply in that scenario. I really like what we just did, though, to use Mr. Terrific to destroy a weakness with Batman, and then use a breakthrough to destroy the weakness we got from Mr. Terrific. That was beautiful. Alright, so we're at 2, 4 power. This will get us up to 8 power and draw a card. 9 power, look at the next 3 cards. We'll discard none of them. 10 draws a card. 11, 12. We're at 13, 14 with Kendra Saunders. 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's just get rid of him. He costs right now 14, so it leaves me with 7 power. We'll get 2 weaknesses for that. We do have Dr. Fate's ability, so let's get 2 weaknesses into our hand. Playing 1 leaves me 8. Uses Batman ability, won't destroy that. 9, Batman's ability, won't destroy that. Boom, 10, 11, 12, 13, destroying both of those weaknesses. 13 power, I don't think I want to buy anything. I just want to get rid of those weaknesses really bad before things get out of control. Those are the weaknesses we just gained, too. So before they even shuffled in at all, they're gone. Gone, I say. All right, our new crisis. Villains in disguise. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. That's 1, 2, 3, and also 1 for the turn. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it into your discard pile instead of destroying it. Each player must destroy a villain in their hand or discard pile. Well, that's a lot of villains we're about to gain. Then there's Archillo. He costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. Each player puts 1 equipment from their hand or 2 from their discard pile into the lineup. We will just defend by discarding what? We'll discard Detective Chimp for Oblivion Bar, and we'll be okay. We'll draw a card for... Actually, let's see. We're at 2 power with Forge of Worlds. All right, we'll keep going. Draw a card. 3 power triggers Monument Point to draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to discard this punch for Mr. Terrific's ability. None of these are equipment. 14 power. We'll use that to get this guy, bring us down to 12. Gain a weakness along with him. This brings us down to 7. And this brings us down to 4. And we just have to destroy one of these to end this. We're going to destroy Rabid Robin, which is going to end Villains in Disguise. And that's that. That's that. So, from the lineup. Each time you control a card in your hand from your deck. How's the effect? Gain a weakness when you gain this card. Apply to each time you control the card in your hand from your deck. From the lineup. Nice, nice. Okay, so yeah, when you buy it from the lineup, it does apply each time you buy it from the lineup. I know there's multiple copies out there. All right. New card coming out. Dark Multiverse. Haven't seen that one for a bit. Got a couple of copies of Mr. Terrific here. Let's use a punch. Look at the next 3 cards. Oh, beautiful. We put them back in any order. We'll gain this equipment, put these back in any order. Mr. Terrific looks at this. It's a weakness. He destroys it. Mr. Terrific looks at this. It's a weakness. He destroys it. We're then going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness to draw 2 cards. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Kendra Saunders, 9 for weakness, 10, 11 when we destroy it. 12, draw a card for Monument Point. 13, 14, draw a card. At 14, that's enough to get our Archillo, and that brings us down to 0 power. We get 2 weaknesses for that. And we rescue a character. It's Deathstroke. That's great. Reveal the top 4 cards of our deck. Put 1 of each type into our hand. Not a type. 1 of these. All right. Hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. We're at 0 power, right? Where's that Dionysium when I need it? There you are. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Destroy one of those weaknesses. Oh, I destroyed a card, so that triggers Deathstroke. Okay, Carter Hall's Journal. I'll put a card on top of our deck. It's going to be a weakness. So we're at 3 power. We actually played 2 equipment at least, so we can draw 2, and that's for Wonder Woman I'm talking about, to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. We're going to play this weakness, getting us up to 1, 2, 3, 4 power. Use Breakthrough on it for 5, 6 power. 7, 8, 9, 10. Destroy another weakness over here. Just going out of my way to destroy as many weaknesses as possible right now. Draw a card. All right, draw another card. 11, and this gets a bunch of power. So that's what? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power total? 16 power right there. Definitely keep forgetting about Challenger Mountain now I think about it. We'll buy this, bring us down to 11. And we'll use our 2 here to bring us down to 5 power. And I think that's all I'm going to buy. I don't think I need anything else. That's pretty good. How many weaknesses do we have? We played a bunch of cards that turn, destroyed a bunch of them. What do we have left? There are no oh, there's one weakness. Just the one. We just have to destroy one more weakness. That's it. All right. We're shuffling our deck, so we get Heroic Sacrifice. It's not the worst thing that can happen. We've got a bunch of characters here anyway. I'm really curious. What character did we not see? The Flash. That's right. It's Dark Knight's Metal, the Flash that's captured. There he is. That's okay. We're doing fine. All right. Our last crisis and our last villain. Much smoother than our last game, by the way. Much, much smoother. Frozen City. That's exactly what we ended last game on. At the start of each of your turns, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Flip down each other card with that cost in the lineup. They cannot be bought or gained this turn. Flip them up at the end of your turn. Clear the lineup of all cards to beat. I have to buy a lot of junk to make this happen. Crisis Necron. Each player puts a defeated supervillain from this game in front of him. Resolves its first appearance attack against themselves. Each player must defeat their own supervillain. Necron cannot be defeated while a villain is in play or in the lineup. All right, it's going to be Doomsday. Boom up there. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of their deck. Destroy any defense cards used to avoid this attack. Well, you know what? We're going to discard Electrum to use Oblivion Bar. It's going to destroy Oblivion Bar, but that's all right because getting rid of Oblivion Bar is not really useful anymore at this point because there's no more attacks coming. New card comes out, and a new card for the Crisis. So all the 5 cost cards go away, but there are none. The reason I asked, I just found it odd they highlighted it in a yellow and not just have it as flavor text. Yeah, I gotcha. I think it's because it's the first time they've ever had a when you buy this card effect. There's when you buy this card effects like what is it? Dead Man. I actually kind of wish that was highlighted because some people missed that. Solomon Grundy, I think, has a when you buy this card effect. There's not many. I think it's because this one's so important where you get that weakness, and weaknesses are so intrinsic to Dark Knight's Metal, and that's why they added the highlight. I'm pretty certain that's the reason. But yeah, the scenario you're offering still does apply. We definitely do get a weakness when that happens. All right, so we have Frozen City in play. I've been able to generate some massive power during my turns, though, so I'm not concerned about it. What I am worried about is buying a bunch of junk cards. The good news is that we've shuffled our deck, which has our strong cards into it. So if we just buy those cards, put them over here, and then move on to Necron, we might never even see those cards. And that would be ideal, right? So let's get on it. I'm thinking we would say we've got 2 power from Forge of Worlds. Let's use Electrum. No. Let's use Warcry to get the 4 power, draw a card. We'll use Detective Chimp to look at the next 3 cards, discard any number of them. We're going to discard all 3 of these cards. Yeah, discard all 3 of them. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to use this to put actually Electrum back in our hand. We'll get the 6 power with Cyborg, and that triggers Challenger Mountain to draw a card. 7 triggers Monument Point to draw a card. Discard a punch to use Mr. Terrific's ability. None of these apply. Put them in this order. So we're at 7 power. We're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to gain a weakness and draw 2 cards. This gets us to 8 power for Superman. We will then destroy that to get the 9-10 power. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We do have enough to trigger Wonder Woman's ability. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. 22, that triggers Aquaman to get the 23. We have Dr. Fate in here. We can put the 3 cards of cost 0 into our hand. 24, 25, 26. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. 27, 28. 29, 30, 31. Well, that's a lot, right? That's a lot of power. Flight, 29. Phoenix Cannon, 26. 21, 17, 13, 9. And that is the end of Frozen City. That's our final crisis of 9 power left over. Did a lot of work to make that happen. We have 9 power. It's not enough to beat Doomsday, unfortunately. But we did clear Frozen City very quickly. Very, very quickly. And we have no weaknesses in our discard pile. We went through like half our deck. New card comes out. So I can't have any villains in play to beat Crisis Necron. So we're going to try not to play this Court of Owls card. We're going to try not to. Let's start with Multiverse Map. We're at 2 power, Forge of Worlds. Look at the top card. 1 more power there. Okay, so we're at 3 power. 4 power. Let's look at these 3 cards. We're going to discard all 3 of these. No, we're going to discard 2 of these. Let's draw a card. Draw another card. Ooh, draw another card. Boom. 5 power with Superman. 6, 7 when we destroy it. Destroying it triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. So we're at 7 power. We haven't counted Steel's power yet, though. We had control enough heroes, though, to get Dr. Fate's ability. Getting 1, 2, 3 punches into my hand. I believe we're at 7 power. We're going to use Mr. Terrific's ability to get a weakness and draw 2 cards. 8 with Superman's ability. 9, 10 when we destroy it. Dark Multiverse hits the table. 11, put up to 2 cards of cost 5 or less and different costs into our hands. So many good options in here. All right. That actually triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll just discard Court of Owls and one of these punches. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, we can destroy a card. We'll just destroy Court of Owls. Just keep going. We're going to get rid of Doomsday, which gets us 6 power. Relieves us of 6 power, I should say. 7, 8, we'll look at this card. We may destroy it. Yeah, we'll destroy that. 9, 10, put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Oh, 11 for being a metal. 12 to get another metal card because of Cyborg. We do the same ability we just did. And then we'll just go for the high power, I think, of Kendra Saunders. 12, 13, 14, 15 power. And then these guys haven't been counted yet. So that's 16, 17, and 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 power. That's more than enough for Crisis Necron. Yeah, this went much better than last night's game. A few crises didn't cause as much of a hang-up as they did yesterday, and we just got through it a lot smoother. A lot smoother. Mr. Terrific was fantastic. I really liked his ability. I used it, I don't want to say every turn, but it really did encourage me to keep all of my punches. I think I destroyed, 2 punches? So at the end of the game, I had 5 punches still in my hand, and I was using them for Mr. Terrific. I was using them for Dark Multiverse. I was using them for Dr. Fate. There's a lot of good uses for them. No, not Dark Multiverse. I meant Monument Point. But I could have used them for Dark Multiverse as well. I just never got a chance to. Regardless, this was a lot of fun. I think this is a really fun setup using Crossover 1 with Dark Knight's Metal. I'd highly recommend trying it out. There's a lot of risk and reward with some of these cards, and I think it's great. Really try it out if you haven't yet. So this is for the Solo Crisis League, where we try out things like this, and we do a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game with its various Crisis expansions. Basically, I put a setup out there, including the base set, any other stipulations, such as using Crossover 1, but don't use the Crisis 2 main deck cards. And you get measured at the end of it by how well you did, with things like the villains you defeated, how many weaknesses are in your deck, how many cards are remaining in your main deck at the end of the game, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. There's a link below. If you want to support those efforts, you can check out the Patreon, where you get all sorts of things like mid-round results, sneak peeks at upcoming rounds, members-only rounds between seasons, and some physical rewards like this sticker, this pin, and this playmat, all ready to ship to you today. Those are available in the Patreon as different rewards, but you can check them out in the Etsy store as well, so you can get them as soon as possible. Additionally, with the Patreon, I want to thank our three most recent members. Yes, we've got Cody, Lithrak, and Funky Monkey Monk. The 3 of you are members of the Solo Champions League, very recent members as well. Solo Champions League is like the Solo Crisis League, except we use Marvel Champions. Also a lot of fun. Highly recommend. Check it out if you're interested. That's all I've really got for today. I'm a little exhausted, but you know what? This was a really fun game. This was great. I really like this setup. I think it's really cool to see Crossover 1 crossed with any set, really, but in a Crisis game, it's fun. I think Dark Knight's Metal is a particular challenge that makes it interesting because of the crossover of all the different zero-cost cards, including punches and weaknesses. So, yeah, definitely check it out. That's all I've got for today. Thank you for watching, and you have a good night.